Good afternoon, everybody, and welcome to the Roman city of Chester. My name's Nick Fry, and tonight I'll be portraying the Emperor Domitian, the Emperor of Rome. Or, to put it another way, I'll be a god on earth, but only for one night. Now, tonight we celebrate the Roman festival of Saturnalla, and that's in honour of the god Saturn. And to some extent, I suppose you could call it the Roman Christmas. It was a time of year when the nights change over. So instead of being very short nights, they gradually lengthen from this time of year onwards. And Saturn was responsible for farming. So what's happening is that Saturn is being asked for his favour as the weather improves and his blessing on the farming activities of the year to come. It was an interesting time of year because it was a time of reversal. For instance, masters would be served by their slaves, and everything was sort of the wrong way round and a bit topsy-turvy. And to indicate that Saturnalia was underway, the revellers would wear little red felt hats. Maybe that's where the association of red and Christmas came about. But it was a great time of year, and it was one of the most popular of all the Roman festivals and extended for 7 days. And the final day was what we now think of as December the 25th, Christmas Day. So maybe it's not too far off the mark to think of it as the Roman Christmas.
Yo, Saturnalla! Yo, Saturnalla! Yo, Saturnalla!
I am the sword that sings in the dark. I am the sound of a legion marching to war. I am the axe that thuds into your skull. I am Pax Romana, the law of Rome. I am accuser, judge, and executioner. I am a son of Jupiter, a god on earth. I am Imperator. I am Domitianus. I am Caesar. I am the glory that is Rome! Tonight, we have been celebrating the feast of Saturnalia. Saturn is one of the Roman elder gods, father of Jupiter, and he took care of farming and agriculture. We are coming up to the darkest time of the year, but we know that soon the light will return. Shortly, the days will start to become longer, the nights shorter. And once again, agriculture can begin. Sowing, planting, and reaping in the great cycle of seasons, looked over by the great sun god Apollo, from whose chariot that wheel has fallen. Tonight, we have been spreading light around the city. It is why we carry these torches, to signify the light and the warmth that will return. Saturnalia was one of the most popular of the Roman festivals, mainly because it was a time of reversal. Slaves would be served by their masters. All judicial function of the Roman state ceased for 1 week, ending on the day that you know as December the 25th, your Christmas Day.
It's an omen!
I hear the gods playing in the heavens. Where was I? Oh, yes. Saturnalia was a time of reversal. A time when the world turned topsy-turvy everything was the wrong way round. As Emperor of Rome, I would have to serve the lowest of the slaves. Possibly even a Celt. And to do honour to the great god Saturn, we will now perform a religious ceremony to mark the religious nature of this festival. After which, feasting, drinking, and anything else that takes your fancy.
Can't be present, gods and men, to these holy rites. Away from here, I warn you. Whosoever of you is unchaste, do not share in this sacred task. Hold your tongues. May this water cleanse my hands, my body, and my heart, as the rain cleanses the air. It is so. Father Saturn taught us the care of animals, agriculture, and the changing seasons. This is the darkest time of the year, but through Saturn's teaching, we know that longer days, milder weather, and the growth of crops are on their way. As we enter deep winter, the work of ploughing and planting is done. Now is a time for rest, and a time to indulge in what we have reaped from the last harvest. Before we do this, we honour the god that gave us our farming skills, Saturn. Father Saturn, in making this offering to you, I pray good prayers, that you may watch over us and continue to guide us. May our offerings be a comfort to you. Before the Olympian gods, Jupiter, Juno, Minerva, Saturn was king. He ruled a golden age when food was plentiful and no one stole nor lied. There was no need for laws. Saturn taught us many arts and helped the mortals in many ways. But as all things have their time, so the golden age came to an end, and it was time for Saturn to step aside for his son Jupiter. But Saturn would not step aside willingly, and a fight ensued. As Jupiter cast Saturn out from the sky, Saturn took his wife Ops and sailed away beyond the northern winds to the frozen, chilly lands of Hyperborea at the pole. There he sleeps. Once each year, we wake Saturn and enjoy again the blessings of his golden age. Father Saturn, I offer you further grain in thanks for your teaching. When Saturn rules, all things are turned around, and everything becomes its opposite. At this time of year, we make offerings of grain to Saturn. Offering. Accept this offering, Saturn. Return our gifts and bless our soil. It is so. Holy Saturn and all the gods have attended the rites. If anything has displeased you in our offerings, accept this our rite of atonement. As you will, so it is. People of Diwa, in a moment at the third call of Saturnalla, we commence our 7 days of festivities. 7 days that we have waited all year for. 7 days that we have worked hard for. 7 days that we will truly, truly enjoy. We have stored our food our wine and our money. By Saturn's will, this is now released. Now is the time to drink, to feast. Come, join us in our noisy celebration. I will call 3 times, Yo Saturnalla. At the 3rd call, respond, and Saturnalla begins in earnest. Yo Saturnalla! Yo Saturnalla!
Yo, Saturnalla!